Arrows, we don't accept risks in the road construction industry. As Australia's premier innovator in roading safety, our engineers continuously strive to find new and better solutions to make our roads a safer place. That's why we are proud to introduce our greatest innovation to date, the Arrows Automated Cone Truck. The Arrows Automated Cone Truck, or ACT, is a unique roading safety robot defined by its reliability, flexibility, and ease of use. By using our proprietary robotic systems, the ACT can deploy and retrieve cones from work sites with a single operator. This can remove up to 2 people from being exposed to the risks of live traffic and will save lives. Cones can be deployed and retrieved from both sides of the vehicle, while driving forwards or reverse. With a capacity of 400 cones, the ACT is equipped to close over 9 kilometers of highway without stopping. This is over twice the capacity of most conventional cone trucks. The ACT has a storage for signs, making it a one-truck solution. The ACT not only improves safety, but it also improves productivity. Cones can be deployed at 8 kilometers an hour at 12-meter cone spacing, or 16 kilometers an hour at 24-meter spacing. 1 kilometer of lane closure only takes the ACT 7 minutes, which is much faster than a worker on foot. The Cone Truck control software provides a simple, easy-to-use interface, reducing training requirements and limiting driver fatigue. Cone spacing can be set manually, or the user can configure an automatic deployment profile with the required spacings and distances for easy integration with the worksite's traffic guidance scheme. A full suite of cameras gives the operator complete situational awareness and allows fleet managers to comprehensively review incidents. We have integrated our complete range of traffic control products into the ACT, including our in-house designed and manufactured arrow boards and variable message signs. The ACT can be optioned with multi-message signs as well, making the ACT a single vehicle solution. The ACT is equipped with a network link to the Arrows Equipment Management web platform, allowing fleet managers to track and record in real time the GPS position of the truck and the cones it has placed, along with other metrics useful in planning traffic control operations and ensuring continuous availability. Contact us for a demo and see how the ACT can help you today.